Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you see the video. I don't know when exactly I'm going to post it, but it's been a minute since I made a video, and this is actually the first time my face being on video, but I've been preparing for stuff. I do apologize, I look a little bit tired. Was up pretty late last night, boxing up all kinds of bulk, pretty much bulk, so that's pretty much why I decided to make this video. Last night I reflected a lot on how much I have, and it was pretty crazy, honestly. Like, my whole office is in shambles right now. I have boxes and boxes of these things. I'm just getting through commons right now. I didn't even get through anything else. I'm already up to about 10,000 cards. So with that being said, I'm looking through them and I'm trying to make them as neat as possible. I have purchased a whole lot of 151. Whole lot of 151. And then it made me think about the new Paladean Fates set and how much these subsets, like, they run you. And it's crazy. It's an alarming amount. Like, I don't want to talk about how much exactly I spent on 151, but it's a lot more than what I should have. That's for sure. But with that being said, I have a master set of it. Awesome. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun set to open. But it also kind of left me like, what next? What do I open next? And I've been going through that for about 3 weeks now. So I've been just kind of buying random shit, hoping that it would give me the answer that I'm looking for, because it's definitely not Paladean Fates. Paladean Fates is going to be an expensive set to finish. And if you're like me and you got to do these things on a budget, because I mean, I have a 3-year-old, I have a mortgage, I have bills, and you know, I work a regular job. So, you know, you got to do everything on a budget, which is kind of why I'm doing this. So shop around. I mean, eBay's a good place to start for shopping around. Amazon's pretty good. Walmart.com is a really good one. I mean, but be wary at the same time. That's the big thing here, is I've been burnt. I've been burnt twice in the last probably 2-3 months, because it's been a little while since I made a video, because I wanted to kind of prepare a little bit better. I went into it a little bit blind. In the beginning, I was investing in things, not thinking about down the line resale stuff. So I invested a lot of stuff that ain't gonna make any money. So, but either way, it is what it is. You know, you go into these places or you order offline and you just hope for the best. But I mean, I've done videos where like my packages have come up completely destroyed, but it is a little bit like discerning, because it makes it difficult. We literally, sometimes we gotta save up money. Like, I've gone a month where I had to stash money each paycheck because I didn't have enough to fucking buy any Pokemon cards or anything like that. And it does get a little bit agitating when, like, example being, the first time I got burnt was off a TikTok shop, which I was a little weary going into it. I should have listened to my heart, but the price was right for this particular item. It showed up. I started opening it up, and it was not real. It was not fake. It was fake. And it sucked, because not only did I waste my money, but my son, who really, really likes opening Pokemon cards and is the reason why I got into Pokemon cards, he feeds off of my energy. So he felt the disappointment that I had. So I had to fake it the entire time opening up these cards with him, knowing that they're just garbage. So the best advice that I can give you is just look for the best stuff. Be patient. Honestly, eBay is really good for that. I get offers all the time. I let stuff sit on my watch list for a while. If you send me a good offer, I'll grab it if I got it. But it's not Paladean Fates, like I said, man. That I'm already pretty deep into the set, and I already feel like I've already done too much. So I'm probably going back into like Sword and Shield era at this point, because anything beyond that point is kind of unobtainable, realistically, if you're buying on a budget, unless you got a hookup somewhere. But I mean, I've made nice with a lot of locals, and yeah, even with them giving me good prices, it's still, yeah, anything that's worth opening, you got to buy a bunch of, right? It's just not worth it buying one pack on that gamble. At that point, you're gambling. But the reality of this is insane. Like the amount of purchases and stuff like that, and it's crazy. It is definitely crazy. But I reflected heavy last night, and I come to a conclusion that it's just time to go back into other stuff. I think I'm going to stick to main sets instead of the subsets. The subsets seem to be where the most money is spent. I've spent Crown Zenith. I've spent some good money on Crown Zenith as well. And it's been good, don't get me wrong, but end of the day, for what I'm spending $100 on here or there, I could get a booster box of something else for maybe $10 more. So we're talking about 36 packs over maybe I don't know, $100 worth of Crown Zenith, not being much. I mean, the biggest box that you can get are the 11 packs, and they're like $65 a piece, depending on where you're looking. Sometimes you can find them cheaper. But look around. Just shop around. Don't trust Etsy. I have a lot of bad experiences through Etsy. I've actually had to cancel multiple orders on Etsy. I've had people straight up delete items off of Etsy, off of their pages after I've purchased them, and immediately, it's a red flag immediately. If you see that, if that happens, just cancel the order immediately and explain, because they're going to give you the opportunity to explain that. Put that in there, because that's a red flag, dude. Like, all the way around, that's a red flag. It's happened to me more than once. Some other places like Macari. Macari's good. You can get burnt off of Macari, so be wary. I had a friend of mine who is really involved in Shining Fates, which is kind of one of the other deciding factors that I'm going to get into in a second. He's really involved in that, so he bought some bulk, like product, sealed product off of it. Was not what it was, that's for sure. He ended up getting burnt. It was like $500 worth of stuff, and he paid about $500 worth for that stuff. But which brings me to the conclusion of why Paladean Fates isn't really worth the time for me to put the money into. Here and there, maybe, but I have no hopes or dreams of making a master set out of this, and I have 3 already. I've only been collecting for a year, too, so this is actually my first year. I'm headed into my 2nd year now, but the value of these previous Shining sets, all the Fates, they don't really hold value. Like right now, that Mew, I have a Mew card on the eBay right now. I'm selling it for $85 because I don't know if I want to sell it or not. I don't know if it's going to hold value. That Charizard, that's like $100 and something. I don't know if that's going to hold value. You're looking previously at older sets. I mean, Hidden Fate's got some value behind it, and I stretched the word some. But Shining Fates is not really there. It's just not really there. So I can't help but think that maybe this is going to be the same thing. I mean, they do have some pretty crazy stuff in there, but you look at like some of the rarer cards to some of their full arts, or whatever they're calling them now, they should be really hard to get, and I've gotten quite a few. And some of them aren't even worth $1. And that's crazy, that these double gold stars, some of them are not even worth $1. That's insane to me. But yeah, I just don't think that the amount, just be careful. Be careful with the amount of money that you're spending on these products, because if you're expecting to get your value out of a lot of this stuff, it's not going to happen. Like, I can't even tell you, like, the amount that I have. I'm definitely not making my money back off of it. But it was fun opening it up, and I got to enjoy the moments with my son. And my wife's getting involved in it now, too. She's making all kinds of stuff out of the Pokemon cards. But we're going to be doing a lot more content really soon. I do look forward to opening up cards on the channel again. That was a lot of fun. But I gotta get this addiction under control, because that's pretty much what it's turned into at this point. Looking at the amount that I have, I mean, I got, like I said, I'm up to about maybe 8,000 common cards in bulk, and I'm not even halfway done. I still got like 60 TPs left of just commons to go. So yeah, got to make it work for you, making money and stuff like that. I will make a video on how my bulk entry goes. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about it just yet. I might send some in. I might make up some bulks for the eBay store. But if you're interested in anything that we have up on the eBay store, it's blairtradingco. I have a couple of cards up there right now. I'm not, honestly, if you buy a card, it's going right back into it. So that's pretty much where I'm at, which is why I decided to make this video. Multiple reasons of why. The Paladean Fates thing, and just altogether, like, reflecting on how much money I have spent on Pokemon cards as an adult. 37 years old. Think about it. So, this was coffee and Pokemon cards. Maybe I'll do this once a week or something. I don't know. But I gotta get back to it. Unfortunately, this is going to be my entire day. I'm going to have to periodically check on my little guy. But I got a lot of work to do. So until next time.